So my name's Ollie. I'm CTO, Chief Technology Officer for Harding Financial. We're a boutique wealth management firm, and we supply service to a range of private clients, but also organizations. And the common promise to those two audiences is we're going to help you be happier, healthier, wealthier.
And how do you think technology has really impacted your business?
It changes every day. Like the tools we are using today look so different from the ones that we were using this time last year. So technology continues to evolve, not just what we do, but how we do it. It's changing the shape of our organization, what our team looks like, what kind of resource that we need. It changes the time in which it takes us to serve a particular client. It's really positive, but it could also be, really overwhelming. We are 25, 27 people. By no means are we a big company. And we're probably a little too small to have a CTO. Like my job might not exist in a company of a similar size, but there was a commitment a while back to making sure that our firm stayed at the forefront of technological advance. And I think that what you're helping to do now is helping lots of other firms that maybe don't have that same level of resource to level up. You could look at technology and think, is it coming for our jobs? I think of it slightly differently. I think this is giving us an opportunity to spend more time with the people who matter most, our clients. And that human touch, hopefully, I believe anyway, will be the thing that keeps our industry afloat. We'll keep on showing our value. We'll keep on being there for them when, times are a little bit tricky. With the recent market events that we've seen, I think that advisor relationship was super important. Yeah, you might have a tech tool, a bot telling you that everything is okay, but maybe it just hits a little differently when it comes from a person. And I love that. I think, for me, in an organization, technology works best when it is supporting humans enact those best practice processes. The scenario where humans and processes are bending around the technology that is available, that's not so great. And I've got to say that's another great thing with the things that we're seeing coming down the line from intelliflo. It's the customization that's available. Like, we understand this is not the same as a bespoke development, when you're having to roll things out that are going to be suitable for hundreds of firms to use. But the customization and personalization that is available is amazing. And it does mean that you're creating a technology that is able to support people in doing the best job that they can. I think that's what technology should hopefully do for us.
With the adoption of technology, in particular intelliflo Office, because that's what we're talking about today, what impact have you found has there been on your revenue?
So I think there are three things. One, it's about speed at which we can secure that revenue. You can take a potentially interested individual, someone who thinks, they might benefit from some financial advice, and take them through an onboarding process and get them, that advice in a form of maybe like an initial ideas summary or something like that, that basically gives them enough confidence to sign on that dotted line and allow you to secure the revenue. So I think speed is a big thing. Reducing thresholds is another. So in the past, we might have been encouraged as a business to turn away revenue because that size of revenue for that particular job didn't really fit with our business model. Maybe our processes were too costly to make that revenue profitable. The technology that we're seeing coming down the line, because it means that we can shave time off things, also allows us to service more of that potentially interested customer and turn it into revenue. So I think there's the lowering threshold element as well. And the third thing is about wider reach. The technology allows us to meet the needs and therefore reach more people. So all of those things add up to more turnover, I guess, more revenue, which hopefully is music to the ears of clients just like us.
Yeah. Yes. Brilliant. And have you got any tips for any firms out there who've not fully adopted intelliflo Office?
Yeah, I think that what's really important is that you keep up to date with all of the latest innovations. Things are always changing. Over the last couple of years in particular, we've seen lots of those customer-inspired changes coming down the line. So maybe you onboarded with intelliflo a few years ago and you remember what things were like as part of your onboarding, and you continue to make decisions as to whether you use or don't use certain parts of the system modules, if you like, according to what your knowledge was back then. What I will say is that things are always changing and maybe things have moved on. So if there are reasons for which you haven't yet adopted something that are to do with functionality, go back and revisit those today, because things are always changing. And if you think that there's a barrier to you kind of onboarding with a particular part of the system, then speak to your account team, because you've got, your account manager, your customer success manager, they're all there to support you. And ultimately, that's why you've chosen intelliflo, right? Because it isn't just like having one person to go to. You've got a whole community of people there, from intelliflo colleagues, even to like other customers. Go and see what other customers are doing with the system, and base your decision on, what's available to you today, not what was available to you when you onboarded. If you can spend time working with intelliflo, there are people at intelliflo who are spending time working with you as well. Like, it's a reciprocal relationship.